All right, guys, welcome to Transmit the 1075. We got a really interesting video today. This is a rescue. It's going to be rather interesting. We're going to talk about a couple things here. We're going to talk about what you should do maybe as a civilian, as a police officer, and then ultimately what the fire department should do, right? We're going to give civilians and the police who don't have any gear and don't have any training the benefit of the doubt here because they're just doing the best that they can. But let's go through this. This is really interesting. Lot to talk about, and the fact of the matter is, in this particular case, I've had a couple instances like this, but by no means am I an expert, so I'm going to throw out some ideas that I have, some of which have only been done in training, others have not, but like, please, guys, enter in the comment section here what you would do, recommendations, because I'm not claiming to be the expert here. All right, let's go. I think this is in the Carolinas. Don't quote me. I think so. Somebody's got a shirt on. Actually, maybe not. It says Wisconsin on here. Disregard. All right, here we go. All right, just to give a little size up, I'm not going to break this up, although this is a critique, so I guess it is going to get breaking up a little bit. But let's just look and see what we got. It's a ranch house. It's a wood frame. I don't know if this is a garage. It's hard to tell. It may be, although I don't see a driveway. But my guess is the fire is on the far side of the house. Here's the front door. This is a bedroom, and then there's a bedroom in the rear.
Come out.
I stand corrected. This is the living room. One way of noticing that is that this window is like a bay window or a bow window. And so there's a couch here, and the woman, one of the victims, is hanging out in there. All right, so this is the police officer. He doesn't have proper equipment. As we all know or should know, make a window a door. So anytime you could make this opening as large as humanly possible, that's what we want to do. He's got one of those wasps or those whatever you want to call PR-24s or whatever the hell it is. And so he's breaking out the window the best that he can. So let's continue.
Hang on. Back up. Cover your mouth. Huh? Is there anybody else here? All right, hurry up, get them out. 203 County, multiple occupants.
As we talk about this fire too, or these rescues, let's face it, this particular fire, as you'll see, we have a lot of time to get these victims out. And so this is probably the best case scenario for a bad scenario. And so let's keep that in mind because we want to be more proficient than what these guys will ultimately do because maybe you have 20 seconds to get this accomplished and not several minutes. So this was a smart idea. The officer, like I said, isn't trained, doesn't have any real equipment, doesn't have other guys with him. He's drug over this table. This is a great idea. I mean, I would have kept just trying to clear this out at every moment, clear this out so this poor woman doesn't like get a massive laceration on her wrist or legs or thighs. But great idea. By the way, none of this I have no ill will and no complaints. Everyone's doing the best that they can under the circumstances. But he drugged this table over. Granted, who knows what the weight capacity is or whatever else. But this woman is getting up in her age. And so stepping on the couch, stepping on the window, and then stepping on this table is optimal or makes things better. Again, if you could have made this window bigger, opening bigger and easier for her would have been better. But with that nightstick, you got what you got.
Who else is in the house?
And
Where are they at?
So he asked who's in the house. She said, my daughter and 2 dogs. So we have another victim. He's getting her out. Thankfully, she's mobile. And so she can basically self-rescue.
Just duck.
I can't.
Don't worry about getting cut. Here, it's okay. Just come on with me.
I can't.
Ma'am, you gotta get showered. It's okay, I got you. Okay. Hey. Here. Don't worry about the glass, okay? Grab me. Okay, go this way.
All right, great. Victim 1 is out. Good job.
203 County, I got 1 out. I believe there's 2 more inside.
So he's saying 2 more. It's really 1 more, but I think when she said dogs, or she's, sometimes people comment like their pets are their other loved ones, which I understand, but fortunately we only have 1 other victim. Now, one thing I will point out too here is over the course of this incident here, you have 2 gentlemen here. Obviously we have and we have, you'll see another person. Guys, in situations like this, I was a huge proponent of getting civilians to help you, especially if you're really by yourself and you have a life-threatening emergency. That doesn't get done here, but I would advocate. If you got 2 strong guys or someone that can help pull or go get equipment or something, ask guys. Tell this guy, do you have a shovel? Do you have a sledgehammer? Do you get me a rock?
Hey. No fit. Here, can you pull this up?
Okay, so again, this officer is going to do a pretty good job under the circumstances, but any rescuer, firefighter, you immediately have to recognize that you have a serious situation on your hand. You have a very obese woman with limited physical abilities, limited strength, and a small opening. So he's going to start to do what he's doing here. We'll follow along. But my instinct, and which it always should be already, I mentioned this, is this window has to be taken out immediately. Get this window completely open so you're dealing with the biggest space imaginable. When you're trying to fight this victim through this opening, even a skinny person is going to be a little bit of a challenge, let alone someone who physically can't fit and has no strength whatsoever.
Here, who else is in the house? Anybody else? She's on the other side. We got her out. Is there anybody else besides your mom?
My nephew Michael, we don't know where he is.
Where is he?
He might have been in the garage.
Your nephew Michael might be in the garage? Okay. Can you take this? Okay, just climb up on the desk.
Hold on, Jade, right now.
Huh?
Hold on, Jade, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've obviously seen the window, but my gut already is, even on the first time watching this woman is not going to be able, you're not going to be able to get this woman out in this manner. And again, fortunately, the fire is further down the end of this ranch house, so we have some time. The door is closed. I mean, that's another thing. If that door was open, right? Immediately have her shut the door so that A, you're not getting smoke, and you're not, right, flow path, you're not drawing the fire. We don't have that case here, but it's something you should be thinking about.
Don't worry about breaking anything. We just gotta get you out of here.
Now look, these guys have no tools. Okay, he's going to try to break the window with that little stick. But I'm noticing down the side of the house here, there's a huge stone. I mean, again, would advocate this for firefighters with equipment and training, but you got to do what you got to do. Grab a huge rock, go find a shovel. Ask the people behind you, get 3 people pulling on it. You have to just use brute force and use whatever means possible.
It's okay. Just do the
Right,
best you
there's a
can.
rock. Pick that stone up there. Tell that woman to back up and blast that center post down and make that whole opening open.
Just do the best you can. We're gonna get you out of here, okay?
I'm trying.
I know you are. Give me your hand. Here.
Like I said, fortunately we have time, but
It's not working.
I like going through this scenario assuming that you have a minute or less to get this victim out. That fire is here, and not, fortunately, the time that's given to us.
Do you have something you can cover your mouth with? No, that's not gonna help me with this. All right, I need you to get up on that
Like I
desk,
said,
okay?
that's when you get that big rock, get a bunch of guys to grab onto it.
Okay, don't
You know,
worry
you got
about anything right now.
there's
You need
5
to get out
guys
of
there.
We're trying.
Did Mom get out?
Yes.
Yeah, Mom's out.
Just get up on that desk. There you go. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Another thing I'll add, like if you had opened this up all the way, maybe even pull that, again, this is the police method, not firefighting method, but you get that table that was on the other side so you can get up and get in. At least if you get her to the window, one option may be if you can get her stomach and her boobs over the window, if you can get behind her and push, because this woman doesn't have the strength. That could be one option that isn't done here, but one consideration.
That's okay.
I lost my shoe.
That's okay. Don't worry about your shoe. Can you get this out?
See, she's, you know, this opening is too small.
Okay.
This way my boob's stuck.
It's gonna hurt, but we gotta get you out, okay? You got it? Here. Give me a hug.
In a real emergency, if there is fire,
Just wiggle, okay?
in a real emergency, if there was fire licking up her ass,
Don't worry about your glasses. We gotta get you out.
I would ask the guys, everyone grab an arm and just brute force pull her out. Again, assuming that scenario. Here you have a little time still.
I've fallen back in.
It's okay. Go ahead. We gotta get this window out, okay? Just stay right there. Just cover, grab something to cover your mouth. Yeah, there you go. I had something to bust that window with. Teresa, just keep covering your mouth. Tell fire we need help back here to get this window out. Let me bust that window. Here, give me that.
If you're going to break a window with a rock, I would throw the damn thing. Only because you're holding that rock in your hand and you hit the window, your arm's going to go through, the glass is going to fall. The last thing you need is a guy lacerating his wrist, and now you have a second person dying.
That's okay. Cover your eyes.
All right, so that's the big key, is getting that that center window piece. Now we have an opening we can work a lot easier with. He's clearing the glass, perfect.
All right, now we're gonna get you out, okay? Don't worry about glass. Oh, there's a lot of smoke in there, Jeremy. Jeremy, there's a ton of smoke in there. We'll get her
Yeah,
out.
that's not a lot of smoke. I could go in there, I wouldn't even put my mask
Come on,
on.
I can get behind her, Tony. All right.
This is a good idea too. I
We
mean,
got a mask behind us, Jeremy. We got a mask behind us.
I wouldn't necessarily worry about this under the if it was an emergency, but when you have time and the fire's still not there, yeah, put some fabric over so that the glass doesn't cut this woman. But if it was, you know, seconds, you're just tearing her out.
Jeremy, grab one side, I'll grab the other. Here, give me your arm, honey.
All right, so there's a couple ways that we could go about doing this. I just want to stop this for a second. So fire department's here. Let's say you had a longboard, right? Like an EMS longboard. You can do this for basement rescues as well. You can stick the board into the window, put a strap on, maybe put a strap under their arms, and now they can slide and pull it out. And instead of body parts, particularly when you're really obese, sticking and getting stuck on things, that longboard would slide along the top. Another thing we can do. Let me let this go further, and we'll talk about another option. So that's one. If you had a longboard, you could assist in this process to get her over the window sill.
Come on. It's okay. Where are you going? What? Where's he at?
They don't know.
Okay. Okay. How old is he? We got Charlie. Okay, Grab, ready? We're gonna calm. We're gonna help Grab. Down slow, down slow, down slow, down slow. There you go. All right.
All right, they got her out here, so they brute forced with a bunch of guys. One other option potentially is you could get a rope or even a sheet under the arms so that you have something to pull on. It's hard. I was in city EMS for a long time and dealing with obese people, and it's you grab parts and they slide and jiggle and move, and of course she's really heavy. Another option, let's see if we get a good shot here. All right, so here again, this is just food for thought. Again, if someone has better ideas or suggestions, I've done this in training but never in real life. But one option too is, let's say you took a saw, okay, and you chainsaw, and you basically run the saw from here all the way down to the floor, and on this side all the way down to the floor. Now look, you're likely to cut through an electrical wire at some point, but you know, you got to do what you got to do, and that saw will just whip through it. You might see a quick little, you might hear something or see something briefly, but if there's something in there, dryer vent or wire or even ductwork, you're going to just rip through it. Once you're cut all the way down on this side, cut all the way down, you can just grab and have a couple people in like a fulcrum pull this down, and so now this window is literally a door, and so that person could, you know, walk out, or you can be dragged out. Again, in this case, would that be the fastest, quickest way? I don't know, but if there was just two guys and you had heavier fire conditions or smoke and you just can't get in there, cut this open and drag her out. One option. Please, by no means am I an expert in this. If you guys have had experience, had rescues, done other things, it's not my forte here, but those are some ideas that I
inside,
have.
I think. I know how old.
Yeah, I think this is
26,
misinformation.
Where does he go? Where is he? Have her start calling to figure it out.
I need another pack, Jimmy.
So this guy's, I don't know what happened. I've seen it happen before, but this guy, Scott, is already empty before he turned it on. So food for thought. Make sure you check your equipment every day. And so when you have a fire, your air pack has air in
Here?
it.
Honey, we gotta get you away from the house.
Anyway, she's out. Good job by the police officer. Like I said, to go back, maybe use civilians to your advantage. You got 4 or 5 guys there. Just brute force something, have them help you. 5 guys tugging on something may work better. Maybe use that table. Maybe use, like I said, a big stone. If you have a longboard, if you have rope, right, mechanical advantage, do all the things that you can to best get this woman out. This is, again, I've said this 3 or 4 times already. Thankfully, this fire was down the line and not really close. If this was you had a minute to get her out, she's dying under these circumstances. So, lot to be learned here. Please add in the comments if you have any suggestions, ideas. I will pin them to the top. Anyway, thanks for watching Transmit the 1075. I got a ton of other videos. I just did a video about Boulder Fire Department. I think it's the only department in the whole nation that's running firefighter tests without a physical or written. They're just hiring people. You'll see the details in my frustration in that video. I'll have a link in the description. Plus ride-alongs with FDNY. Join the channel, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one. Thank you so much.